Indie Music Live, episode 98. As you can see, I wore my nice suits for you today. That's a joke I made quite a few episodes ago, but you're not going to remember it because you got to go searching for it. It's episode 98. We're just talking about in the green room how we're running up to episode 100, if you will. How's it going, Mr. Fogless Werba?
Yeah, feeling pretty good tonight, man. Yeah, it's we got some. Man, I want to remind people that we got a pretty nice special going on. We got 30% off
turkey bonus, gobble gobble,
all services on the site right now through the end of the month. Also, Matt, you guys, we got a phone number now. Anyone can call in and leave a voicemail, and we'll play the best ones on the show, and we'll answer your questions. It's in the sidebar on the website.
1-900 Foggy Werba.
Yeah.
Does that work? Does that work out? Foggy Werba?
No, I think so, somewhat.
So if you don't, oh, sorry, Dave, you got something else?
No, we like Ridley Victoria was going to be on. She had to pull out last second, unfortunately, because we got some female rappers on tonight. Wanted to hear her feedback, but we're going to hold down the fort. And
oh God. Rob, everybody. So Rob's going to be taking over the panel guest slot. He's going to be doubling as a producer and a woman. So it won't be anything out of the ordinary for him. So you'll see that in a minute. Yeah, Ridley had attack of the slow intrawebs, if you will. She had internet problems at home and said her phone was acting real slow. So she did let me know quite a few hours ago that she was having issues. So it's not like it was super last minute or anything. So hopefully we'll be able to have her back on in the near future. So yeah, let's go ahead and listen to the first tune. We got some music news coming up, and we're going to talk to our producer, Rob Hix, a little bit about the live streaming ecosystem and what he's been doing and what he's been helping, with basically you've never met him in person. So we're just going to chat with him a little bit, pick his brain. So let's go ahead and start with the first tune. This is I Don't Give Up OG with the song New Bitch.
For the next bitch, cause our room could be the next bitch room like that. You come home and the lock's changed. What you mean, why? Cause the lock's changed. Now I'm the mean guy, cause I don't act phase. All about my green guys. Only thing getting saved around here, that's the play around here, I could tell the juice stay around here. Girl, what's your number? 305. Shh, cause niggas be listening. I fuck with bitches who made bad decisions. I'ma be honest, I'm not into tricking. I got a girlfriend, but that bitch been tripping, no. It's not what you think, I know what you're thinking, baby. Girl, I got my reasons, She don't do nothing that she used to do. She couldn't love me like I needed to.
And it's a slide to us. Indie Music Live, episode 98. How's it going, Keisha Deshawn? Welcome to the broadcast. We're talking to Robert Hix tonight in a minute, about live streaming and all that, what he's been doing for us, what he's been doing for other people all over the internet. Dave, you look like you have something to say.
Well, I mean, I think Rob needs a new bitch. I mean, he was just saying that before the show. No, dude, I like this tune. I really wanted to hear Ridley Victoria's take on this because it sounds like her stuff. It really sounds like Ridley's stuff. And it was was a nice song. I was digging it. The mix, it had that same thing I hear a lot, which is like the whole mix sounds like it was run through a phaser or something, and the signal kind of wavered a bit, but it was a cool tune. And I mean, racy lyrics. You know, she's not, you know, looking for her man, she's looking for a bitch. Maybe she's looking for a woman. It's racy. It's like, not that there's anything wrong with that, like Seinfeld likes to say. But yeah, dude, I mean, this is hot, man. I was digging it. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's. I'm not sure what to think of it really, but it was pretty catchy. I like the beat in the song, and you know, I'm not much of a lyric listener that much, but but yeah, I caught some of those lines. I thought it was pretty entertaining, especially on the re-listen. You know, like I listened to these songs 2 months ahead of the show, and then like when I come back and re-listen to them, it's like, was I drunk when I picked that song?
No, man, I can't recall a song where a, you know, female rapper or any female vocalist is like basically like putting out there, I'm looking for a woman right now. And yeah, I don't know. It's different. So good for her. It's pretty crazy. But I was digging it, man. So
cool. So we're gonna talk to Rob here in a second, but let's do some music news first. Indie music news. Well, it's not really indie music news. It's more like music news on Indie Music Live. I try to do like indie music stuff. I want to do more like different topics about how it's, you know, impacting indie musicians and indie music and all stuff. But today we have Shakira. Dave, I know you're a huge Shakira fan. How do you feel about How do you feel about the fact that she canceled her European tour due to a vocal cord hemorrhage?
Not surprised. It's actually happened a couple times with past bands that I played with. Like, the lead singer had like these nodule, or I don't know what they were, on his vocal cords, and he had to. It was a problem, man. We had to cancel shows, and you know, he had to kind of recoup. He had to like put honey on his throat and just do this whole treatment. And then in another band, the backup singer was like, he always just like pushed his voice too hard, man. He always like, he would drink too much, and he would just scream and just like be hoarse at the end of the show. And all of us were always like, dude, just, man, you're like going too far. You're going to like trash your voice. And then he did. He just totally trashed his voice, and he couldn't sing for like a year. He could not sing for like a year, and he just like wouldn't rest. And he finally went to the doctor, and it's like he just couldn't sing backups. He just had to take like that long of a break to like really heal his vocal cords, because he really messed it up. So I mean, I'm sure some people read this and they're thinking, yeah, she's just like trying to dodge the tour, or just tired or bored, or no, it's like, no, this stuff happens all the time, and it's you got to be careful.
Well, and it has a lot to do with training.
Yeah, that's your instrument. The singer, that your instrument is your vocal cords. Yep. It's like you have to take care of them. You have to train. You have to warm up. You have to prepare. And if you don't, it's like you can reach this day where you're in this position where you actually have to take like 6 months off or something. Mm-hmm. And but her style of voice, though, it is surprising, because it doesn't seem like she's one that really strains like when she sings,
or the one that really sings live, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's a really like clean melodic sound, and it never sounded like she's like really straining when she sings. But
she used a lot of tracks, so I don't know. All right, let's move on. YouTube has officially demonetized a lot of videos, and all of a sudden they signed a huge deal with Ticketmaster. I thought that was kind of interesting. So now you can be watching YouTube videos, and hey, I want to see this person live. I'm going to buy tickets from YouTube. And weird. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but it's like, is anybody? Are you going to use this service, Dave? I don't use Ticketmaster.
I'm going to pass emphatically. This stuff just bugs me, dude. Because I mean, Ticketmaster, it makes me cringe just like saying that word. There's been so many scams with it over the years. And you read this article, I get to the sections like, yeah, the drive fans, and it's like, we really want to just help the artists reach. And it's like, dude, that's such bullshit, man.
Totally.
Like when these brands come out and say, we really want to help the artists in the corporate board meeting, in the meetings when they're like working out this deal, do you think that phrase
they're like
came on the table?
Guys, wait.
Hold on. No, let's talk about this a little more. We let's help the artists here. That doesn't even enter the meeting. It's all about money. It's like, so that it just bugs me when I read this stuff, because it's all it's about, and I think most people in the industry know about the philosophy of Ticketmaster, and just it's just, I don't know, dude. I mean, they're both going to make more money. Yeah.
Yay, like, pay everybody. So
good for them.
Cool.
It's yeah.
Speaking of making more money, we're making you more money by giving you 30% off of all of our services this month in November for Indie Music Plus. Like, you like that transition? We're going to be talking to Rob, our producer, here in a minute. I think we're just going to do a little impromptu deeper with Dave, screw it, and with Rob about live streaming and what he's been doing, well, with us, and then also with, other clients and stuff. He works for other people, not just musicians or people, in music industry, but all over the place. So let's go ahead and play a tune, and then Rob's going to come over and be producer / panel guest Ridley Victoria for a minute. He's going to kind of substitute. I think he's going to dress in drag, but we're not sure yet. So let's go ahead and listen to Rick Mercer with Rock and Roll Party Town. Please share this video out. Let us know what you think of the songs in the comments.
Finally made it down to that rockin' party town, The band was playing, man, they were wailing. Folks passing by, they were all saying, we don't stop rockin' here at Rock and Roll Party Town. We don't stop rockin' here at Rock and Roll Party Town. The flashing neon sign said open all the time, yeah. There's a party going on, come on, yeah. A red hot mama said, boy, I know you wanna. Just one thing, if you think you're gonna. We don't stop rockin' here at Rock and Roll Party Town. Don't stop rocking here at Rock and Roll Party Town. Let's party!
Past featured artist, that was Rick Mercer from Canada with one of his new tunes, Rock and Roll Party Town. We did a little promoting for him a couple months back on that tune. We're all booked up for the show for Indie Music Live for the rest of the year. If you want to get onto the show, you can submit for 2018. We go into indiemusicplus.com. Fogless Werba's here, and we're going to be getting a little deeper with Dave with Robert Hix here in a second. Rob's never been on camera for our show, but we had our panel guest sort of duck out at the end due to internet problems, so we figured, what the hell, why not?
Let me say a few words on Rick Mercer first, man.
Go for it.
Is that all right, Joe?
I guess.
Just wanted to check with you first. I just want to make sure. No, Rick, I remember Rick's stuff. And I remember it was like, it's just kind of like fun blues rock. Again, dude, just a fun tune. I was really digging it. Just kind of makes you smile. This was a nice step up in production, man. Over his past, yeah, dude. Like this was like, we talk about mastering a lot. So you can tell if a song's mastered a lot if you just kind of turn it down real low and then you crank up the volume slowly and just keep cranking it up. And if nothing is like a song that's not mastered, usually some instruments just start jumping out and it gets harsh and the tone gets all, you know, awkward and everything.
It doesn't sound the same like you're saying when it's on low volume.
Yeah, and it gets hard to hear and then it starts to hurt your ears when you get louder. Like, do it with this tune. Like, listen back to the show, like crank it up like super loud. It still works. And so that means it's mastered and it was mixed well and good balance on the vocals and instrumentation. A little more reverb in this stuff, but Rick, dude, good stuff, man. I was digging this.
Cool. So you want to talk to Rob then, or what? Do this?
How about next month? No, yeah, bring him in, man.
All right, so we got to give him a second because he's got to, like, you know, be Mr. Producer and then all of a sudden change into drag and come over and be a chick panel guest. So I guess we're gonna do that. Ready?
Yeah.
Deeper with Dave. Deeper with Dave.
Oh yeah.
Sponsored by.
It feels long. I don't know if it's.
Maybe it's stuck.
It's looping.
Oh no! All right, hold on.
Wait,
did it go away?
No,
it's still there. It's still there.
Wait for it. Wait for it. See, this is.
There it is.
Oh, there we go. See,
There it
we're
is.
trying. We're trying. Now he has to run over. Something didn't click. Something didn't trigger.
Oh, he's there. It's like a seamless transition.
There we go.
See how smooth
that is.
That was so smooth, man. I don't think anyone's going to even realize that you stepped out of the screen.
Apparently not that smooth.
No, so we were chatting before the show. It's so yeah, everybody, Rob Hix, man. We've only brought him in maybe once or twice in like almost 100 shows.
Well, it's almost been. It's just been vocal. I don't think we ever actually had him on cam.
Yeah, so we've been talking about like.
You're welcome.
We push out to Facebook and YouTube. We push this out simultaneously. So, Rob, I remember talking to you like about LinkedIn, man, last like in the summer. It's like we're finally here, and then now it's a few months later. Now they're starting to do it, but there's limitations. So it's like a 10-minute limit. You want to just kind of tell people what the whole scene is with it?
Sure. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I shoot to LinkedIn quite a bit. I don't do a lot of videos, but I do produce videos. Mainly the content that I've been making for people has been pre-made commercials, time-lapse videos, video business cards, because the limitation is 10 minutes. So you can do a live broadcast and upload it. But like I said, the limit is 10 minutes. So the video business cards, you know, they're just a couple of minutes long. The time-lapse videos, I've made sure to keep, well, time-lapse videos are never more than a couple of minutes. Do you remember Leanne Isaacson from Blab?
Yes.
So I do a weekly show with her called Link Together. And she interviews people around or within her network. I mean, she's got like 30,000 followers.
So are you pushing to Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn all at the same time?
So not at the same time, but we are doing it to all of them. And the way that we're doing it, originally when Leanne and I were kind of crafting ideas for the show, we were like, oh, you know, this is going to be great. We're going to be able to go live to LinkedIn. But then we found out about the 10-minute limitation. So what we do every week is we actually do two shows. We do so she interviews people within her network around the world, which is kind of cool because she's in Australia. And we locally record a 10-minute video, which we call the spotlight video. And then I'll edit that up in Premiere, and then I'll upload the video to Dropbox, and then the host, Leanne, and her guest can then download it themselves and then re-upload it to their LinkedIn profiles, etc. And then we also, once we're done with the spotlight local record, we then do a long form show on YouTube and Facebook. And actually we just did usually it's on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock, but this week we ended up actually shooting it about 45 minutes ago. So it's actually there on LinkedIn.
All right. So I'll just ask you in real time. Do you think that's just 100% geared towards like more of a corporate crowd where it's like talking about business only, or are you starting to see even some like less formal productions there?
There's a lot of less. Well, I mean, there really aren't any formal productions. I mean, Cheddar is there, and a few others. I mean, there's a lot of millennials and centennials, I guess, or whatever, that are, you know, claiming the expert live streamer, social media expert space. So
yeah, you can tap into the octogenarian crowd over there.
Yeah, I mean, video on LinkedIn definitely is not a black tie affair. I mean, it's.
I'm curious, like, why a 10-minute limitation? Why do you think that is?
I'm sure that'll change. I mean, Facebook used to have limitations, I think, on videos. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember the early days.
It's like 2 hours or something, or 3 hours right now.
Now that's gone. I think it's
is it
4 hours or something.
Okay.
Well, and you can stream indefinitely too. So, but you know, that'll change. So that's just kind of the way it is now. I mean, I do think that there's a huge potential for LinkedIn, but what you're going to see are a lot more webinars. Like I did one today with SAP. We didn't do it to LinkedIn because of the limitation, but I think big corporations like SAP, Nike, all these others, they're all used to doing webinars. So to the degree that Microsoft can kind of Microsoft/LinkedIn, because Microsoft owns LinkedIn. Once they get that figured out, I think you're going to see a ton of webinar events and stuff that'll be broadcast, and hopefully, you know, businesses will say, "Oh, we're looking for a little bit of polish. We don't want that WebEx style experience where it's."
Well, yeah, but dude, what still blows my mind is like we're you know, a couple years in on the whole like live streaming explosion, so to speak, and there's still not like a place you can go where you're paying like, you know, $50, $100 a month, and it pushes out to all the platforms, and you can do, you know, 6 screens and all these like different controls. It doesn't exist. Like we've seen all these different brands try and do it. Some have come and some have like already gone. Like they're already just completely disappeared in like a 8-month span because they just couldn't figure out a business model for it. And it's like, it just keeps like raising up your value in terms of what you do.
But there is no business.
Explain that for people, because it's like, I don't think people realize that you're running 128 gigs of RAM for this show right now. So that's part of it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think the one thing that I've learned in doing video production and competing against, you know, some of these services that offer it, what are some of them? Be Live and.
Well, like Blue Jeans and Fire Talk. I mean, like Huzzah disappeared. I mean, like right. There's some have come and they're already out of business.
So I think that the subtle difference is that people first think of what I do as a technical thing. Like, oh, well, how are you different than a Be Live? Well, I'm not trying to be Live. I mean, I'm not trying to replicate the services that Facebook and YouTube organically already have. I mean, I think where I found the kind of importance of what I do is the show running aspect of putting all of the media together. You know, I mean, this is a 30-minute show, but I start preparing for this show 2 hours in advance. You know, so I'll take all of the artists and create their lower thirds. You know, the three of us have worked together long enough where, you know, Joe does now the heavy lifting on the run of show. But for a lot of my customers, I've got to help them develop the show itself right from scratch. You know, okay, what song, or not song, but what articles are we going to talk about? Then what are we going to do? What videos are we going to play? What songs are we going to play? So there's a ton of babysitting and show creation that's involved before I press live. So doing the actual live video production stuff.
I'm picturing Joe in diapers right now, right? He's got a huge baby
I can show you my diapers real quick.
No, but
it's like, Rob, you do the show running, and that includes like social tagging. It includes like the graphics and everything. And we haven't, I guess, explained this in maybe a year. Is that, again, like, for the people watching, Joe and I, we tried to do this ourselves, and we just couldn't make it work, because even we can gather all of our media. Yeah, it wasn't.
We usually go to Google Hangouts or something and do something like that, but it's not the same.
Yeah, but even if you gather all your data and get your videos and everything, it's like, okay, we got it already. Let's hit play. Then one of the people, one of the hosts, if it's one or two people, is basically got their head down the whole show running the controls, and we just found it impossible to like focus on speaking and talking to the guests and like talking about the content with some type of intelligence. And it just that's why this working with you, it's like this has become the centerpiece of our business in many ways. So it's like, well,
I think it's just teamwork, right? I mean, what I enjoy about the live production is the teamwork aspect of it. I mean, and that's kind of where, again, trying to differentiate myself from like the B Lives and stuff those business models are designed for solopreneurs to do everything themselves, you know. But it's like, what's the fun of doing everything yourself? I mean, it's that mindset of, oh, well, I don't need anybody, I can do all this myself. Well, think about the business consequence of that. If everybody did that, then no business transactions would ever be done, right? Because I wouldn't need you guys, you wouldn't need me, and nobody would need each other when we'd all be farming, or who knows what we'd be doing.
Farmers. I mean, obviously.
It's much
That's
more
what
fun.
I do.
Yeah,
We'd all be farming crops. Yeah.
To work with other people. And, you know, I mean, you guys have known, it's kind of like an old saying of mine, but it's the concept of swim lanes. I mean, I enjoy doing what I enjoy doing. And just like, you know, you guys are great music review and musicians, that's your swim lane. So it's really just kind of figuring out, okay, well, I'm not interested in creating shows on my own, because I'm not afraid to be on camera, but the concept of trying to be able to be in front of the camera and in back of the camera at the same time and push all these buttons and pretend like I'm paying attention to my guest, no, I can't do it. I mean, I'm sure some people can. So for me, it's like, okay, I've got to pick one side or the other, and I enjoy doing the video production side.
Yeah.
Remember what P the politician said? That's why he started wearing the sunglasses, because
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because he's always looking around and everything
without moving his head. You know?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, we P the politician before the show. We're like, I couldn't fathom how he could pull that off all by himself. But after our show that he was on, he's just like, he saw the extra, you know, features that we have, and he wanted them. And then it's the same thing. He's like, there's no way I could do that. There's just certain parts of the show he could not pull off by himself.
Well, but the other thing that you didn't bring up, Dave, and you and I can, you know, in the couple of years that you and I've known each other, I mean, think about all the ad hoc conversations where I've come up with an idea or you've come up with an idea, and we ring each other just to collaborate, to throw ideas against each other. So, you know, if you're a solo broadcaster trying to figure out everything on your own and doing all your equipment and not needing anybody else, the one thing you don't have is the ability to sharpen your sword against other ideas. And, you know, with the three of us working together, we're constantly talking about ways that we can improve Indie Music Plus and other adventures with Musiconomy and, you know, the
networking aspect, of course.
We're constantly crossing our swords. Yeah, exactly.
We're crossing streams every day too. But,
we need a urinal.
All right, let's play some tunes, man. Rob, do you want to
let's do some. So that's Rob Hix, everybody. We always talk about him, how he's pushing the buttons and stuff, but that's the dude right there. So he's going to roll over and we're going to listen. We're going to actually watch a video, a little sample of a video. If you want to submit your music, you can go to indiemusicplus.com and submit it there. We also do promotional services for musicians and songwriters and all that stuff on social media right now. It's Turkey Bonus. Use the code TURKEY30, that's TURKEY 30, and get 30% off any service this month. Let's go ahead and move on. We're going to watch the video by Phase2 with the song Get By on Indie Music Live.
Homie.
Nah, man, I'm never growing up. I wanna run with you guys. Make money just like you. Someday, I'm gonna be as big as I be. A neighborhood legend, man. Everyone's gonna know my name around here. You just wait and see. In Albuquerque, chillin' with the thirsty 30 sons. Peter Parker picking pickles, sticking cursing dance. See me posted up on the TV with the receipt for the Mary Jane. Doc Ock with the black box, flying paper planes. Better with the shadows and screaming that I'm incapable. Ain't no better day to fade away when you're unfadable. Mary, Mary Jane, what a merry, merry name. Jigsaw riddles, can we play a barely scary game? See, Papa was up on the stone and my mama's down ready. Smoking for my nerve and it's got me feeling schizophrenic. Shadows on the ceiling, preaching peaceful feelings. Entertaining, not so friendly spirits got my hair reeling. And I know in time this too shall pass. So before you try to kill my grind, I ask, can I live till I die? And I know I'm wanna get addicted, but I stay fly, get high while I try moving on up. But I just wanna get by, just wanna get by, man. I just wanna get by, just wanna get by, man. I just wanna get by, just wanna get by, man. I just wanna get by. Riddle me this, fiddle sings until it winks. Regurgitating, resonating, Wu-Tang cylinders. 36 chambers is a syllabus. Chick, bam, man, I'm killing this. Deep in the belly of the beast, brethren feast where the demons lay deceased. Blaze the beast, synopsis of the 12 apostles. Pass and preach a ghetto gospel for the streets overrun by rascals and the homes overrun by assholes. Hail Mary, mama sang lullaby so airy. Mama sang what mama saw, say she never figured that we ball after ball. Ain't this all that we told we be? Ain't life nothing.
Indie Music Live, episode 98. We're on our way to 100. Thanks for everybody for joining us. Let us know that you're here in the comments. I know there's a lot of people walking in here, but I can't tell who you are. If we're not friends, then it doesn't tell me you're walking in. So go ahead and say hello to us, and we will probably say hello back. So Bobby Stamps is here. Says Mr. Hicks, Christopher, Matthew Davis. I see you. Keisha Deshaun. Hello. That was Phase 2 with Get By. I like that. I like this guy. He's seems really, really real, like real.
Ikey's going places, Joe. I mean, Phase 2, man, my young brother, don't fucking quit, dude. Like this is, it's a little raw, but I see enough in here where I think he's going somewhere with this, man. Like it's thoughtful, you know, just the way he put the video and just the whole song together. I love the hypnotic vibe. I think the next step for him is some type of vocal effect to make his delivery a little more exciting or something. That's what I was hearing.
It used to be the same type of thing, yeah.
Yeah, because it was kind of dry. I mean, not in the sense of reverb, but it was just like a little plain or something. Like I would just encourage him to experiment more with vocal effects, because I think that would take his stuff to a little level up, little notch up there. But he looks young, so I mean, he's got some time here. But yeah, I think there's a future with this guy, man. I like it.
Yeah, I like this video. So Johnny got rocks. What's up? How you doing? Ron is here. Bobby Stamps is here. I'm just saying, saw some comments.
Ron is here? The Ron?
Ron Inwest. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's here. You know him, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Bobby Stamps just said he's a virgin. So welcome. Chris Summers just came in as well. So Juan Hood's News, how you doing? Everybody, how's it going? Welcome. There's obviously a lot of names popping in. Things must be working. So, okay, let's go ahead and listen to the next two. We're supposed to have Ridley Victoria as a panel guest, but she was having internet problems this evening. So we just talked to Robert Hix of Hixvideo and got a little insight into what he does for us and for others on the internet. So this tune is called The Real Lou, and the song is called Like on Indie Music Live. Let us know what you think. Share this video out.
No Facebook player. Instagram was a simple pipe dream player. The measure of a king was skill on the court. How he marched forth when he killed in the fort. Defending defenseless, swinging his sword. Service to his people like his father had sworn. From the kingdom's best days to the rise of war. To the days of plenty when he won that war. Like Zob told me he likes that I'm a king even though I'm just coming out. I told him no doubt. Cause kings are born, not made in this day and age. These cats be too self-acclaimed. Now many of you may wonder how one becomes true monarchy. Follow me, you'll see. I'll show you the keys in this masterpiece. I'll show you the keys in this masterpiece. I've been a servant who learned to perfect the components by using the accurate radiance. Back in the kitchen when I wouldn't listen to talk about who I should mimic. These things are just gimmicks. I took them to clinic. I cured them with rhythm and made them all timid. Look at the symptoms, the sky is the limit. Space and beyond, the moon is my target. Aliens, my market, unearthing my talents. Launching all these rockets, turning out my pockets. Dreaming with my eye on the profit. Like God, I deplore false prophets. They started some patience, that's why it took moments to craft. Now I'm the man with the laugh, skipping my way to the bank. Cause wisdom told me to be frank. Like, you wanna go and party, we rather be making money. You wanna go and party, we rather be making money. You wanna go and party, we rather be making money. You wanna go and party, we rather be making cash. You wanna go and party, we rather be making money. You wanna go and party, we rather be making money. You wanna go and party, we rather be making money. You wanna go and party, we rather be making cash. Gotta make sure that I do this quickly. Time is on my side, but I gotta go briefly. It's the last days before the second coming. Really gotta be everything I can be. See to it that I'll show you my dream. Even though you scream, even though you squeal like a mythical beast stranded at sea. Check the potency, roll up. Tell the truth that it's time to roll up. Gather the flocks.
This may quite possibly be one of those songs I picked out when I was drunk. I'm not sure what that was. I'm not sure that was. Now, okay, when I was re-listening to this today, I was thinking, what was I thinking, number one? I was thinking, what was I thinking when I picked out this song? And then the other thing I was thinking, is this real? I mean, is this, I'm not saying, okay, if this somebody's really making an honest attempt at art here, whether it's like spoken word, not necessarily rap, but spoken word over a beat, I can maybe see that, but I don't know. I'm not feeling this one too much. It sounds a little bit like both, and there's a little bit conflicting, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I don't know. Rob loves it though. Rob loves it.
Yeah, Rob actually was like, he was doing the, raise the roof.
But it was more like this though. He's like,
no, he took his shirt off and he actually has pierced nipples, and he was just kind of, I don't know. It was weird. We'll talk about that later, but this was really like regimented, man. It was just like, and I was trying to find the positive in that. And I just think it needs some maturation. I was trying to like give him the benefit of the doubt in some way, but yeah, it really was like we've heard rap submitted like this before, where it's basically like a poetry slam with just some music in the background, just some like distant, resonance going on. And it was basically like, it almost sounded like someone's just like reading a piece of paper. They wrote a poem and there was like, and just kind of reading through it. That's how it comes across. It's robotic. It just feels robotic. But like, I mean, you never know with art. It's like, that might be what he was going for. I'm just like trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not necessarily going to be a top 40 hit or anything like that. But if he was really serious about it, some of the things that he was saying are, like noteworthy, I guess. It's not really a catchy.
Well, it's a tough thing because just critiquing this from my perspective is, it's like you got a decent background, you got a beat, and he's got good lyrics. He has something to say. So my recommendation would be to be more conscious of like the interplay, like the cadence, the timing, the delivery, the dynamic, where it's not just like robotic throughout the whole song, where you're kind of like raising the dynamic in and out, maybe pausing a few times, just like take a pause, like pause for. Just like stop talking for 3 seconds, and it's just kind of a break, just so
no hook, no chorus, vocal distortion, you know, but
Yeah,
yeah. So Visual Eye just walked into the room. What's up, Ray J? Good to see you, man. He's been doing cool things. You can check out one of the recent reviews on Visual Eye on indiemusicplus.com. Let's go ahead and listen to one more tune for this evening. Rob or Dave, what are we listening to? I don't know how to pronounce this. Ikynani?
That's perfect.
Okay, Ikynani with Under Pressure on Indie Music Live. Let us know what you think in the comments and share this video out. We'll be back in a minute.
Under Pressure.
One of these days I'll learn. Don't fuck with trick ass niggas cause they turn into bitch ass niggas. I'm too sick of being stuck with these boys from hell. They be clowning around but they can't post bail. Smoke a blunt, yeah that's my way. My whole life screaming fuck the police. They can catch my rage, I'm black till I die. You wonder why I act this way? I wasn't turned out, I'm thugged out from the base. Seeing these are the dreams of a young queen's schemes and stacking chips and posting memes. This life won't hold me all of my days. You gon' feel my wrath cause they owe me. For my people locked down in the cemetery, I'll probably lose my mind, one who will succeed. Stressing with my weed and Hennessy. But what a queen really need is to be free. Right before we died, Pac was cursing the law. Now we back here, bitch, in the female form. I want more than some payback. My whole plan is to undermine the man and take back. Mind over matter is a powerful thing. So fuck you, you don't know me. I'm under pressure. Pressure being educated, updated. All the ignorance surrounding me, I stay faded. It's easy to get caught up with the money, greed, and hatred, so I pick up these books and stick to the basics. They always telling me I'm not fully favored. The color of my skin, negative in many places. When I pick up my fist, they say I'm a racist. Turn around and murder us and say it's justice to pervade this. So the revolt is my only option. Or we can trade place, but then I'm the cop seat. Unlike you, catch criminals and thieves instead of gunning down young black boys walking in the street. How can you feel me? You the one packing heat. All we can do is run up, shut up, and speak. Murdered them, so you murdered a part of me. So when we protest most death, it won't be me. We under pressure, but most death I'ma speak. We looking back, cause these suckers gon' sneak. We going steady, but my mind don't fleek. Now I know it's that time of the week.
Ikynani. I think I just found your new nickname, Dave.
Ikynana.
Under Pressure. I like that old school vibe. That's the kind of I like that kind of rap. You know, it's just that. Did you hear the bass? Did you hear the bass? What it was doing? I thought that was pretty cool. Now, whenever rappers use beats, I'm not very versed in old school rap. I can't like pick out a beat and say, oh, that's so and so and so and so. I wish I could, but so when I listen to this beat, I wonder if it was yanked or you know somehow sampled. I'm not really sure, but the bass line I thought was really cool. What it was doing was like it was pretty neat.
The performance was cool, but
that too.
I'm guessing you don't have a subwoofer there in the office.
Yeah, I'm using KRKs.
Yeah, like this. I love the female rap where it's high energy, like histrionics, and it's like in your face. It's like cool. I dug that. And the bass line, like the performance, the parts, the composition, cool. I was digging it. But man, my subwoofer's at like 40% bass right now. The mix on this, it was brutal. Like really? Dude, it was like the resonance on it, it just like totally took over the song. It was just like it was just out of control.
Maybe that was you.
No, well, but it was a mix. There's a mixing issue here, man, with the bass. Like if you listened if you had like a full subwoofer in your office or wherever you listen, it's out of control. It's just like it totally like it's not a good thing. Like the way was mixed right now.
I'm using KRK Rocket 5s, and they're pretty bassy, dude. They don't need a subwoofer.
What are they on? Are they sitting on your desk?
They're levitated, but
yeah,
still
that's not a real subwoofer, dude. Like you need, yeah. Like listen in a car, and it's like I know some people like mix. They actually mix a song so that when it sounds like a really high end sound system in a car with like big subwoofers, they want that like really just like overpowering bass sound. This was just went too far. That's just my opinion, man. It was just too much. It's too much with the resonance on the bass. It just overtook, like, so much where you can't even listen into the lyrics anymore. It started to become a negative thing. So that's just my take. But,
so no bass for Dave. No bass for Dave.
just a remix on the bass on this, man. That's it.
A lot of hip hop is very bassy. So, all right. So everybody that's been hanging out with us tonight, thanks so much for chilling with us on Tuesday. It's become a regular thing. This is episode 98. We're going up on 100 and beyond in 2018. If you want to have your music played on the show in 2017, well, you're shit out of luck. You got to submit for 2018. We're all planned up for the rest of the year, and we try to do it quite a bit ahead of time. So if you know you're having a song coming out, make sure you plan ahead of time so that we can hopefully get it on around the time of the release or whatever you're coordinating with promotions. Speaking of promotions, it's Turkey Bonus month. It's Thanksgiving month, and Turkey Bonus. Use code. Man, I'm tired. Clark, yes, we do play all genres as long as you're independent. That's what we're looking for. Anyway, Turkey 30, TURKEY 30, Turkey Bonus. Let's use Turkey 30 code at indiemusicplus.equid.com on your way out when you're checking out. Dave, any final words? See, I keep on.
Yeah, call us. We got a phone number on the website. Leave us a voicemail. We want to play some voicemails on the show. Like, we want to have fun with this. So give us a call. Anything.
Yeah, as well as
humor,
Indie Music Live street reports. You don't have to be on the street to do the report. We just want people to send us in what they're doing, what they're working on, what they're thinking. So Visual Life, thanks for the props, man. He says, yes, Clark, these guys are the real deal, and that is true. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't love it. Let's just put it that way. I only do things that I love, except for when I have to pay my bills, and then I'll work anywhere I need to. But this is actually helping out with that. And I also get to, do music for a living. So I'm loving life. I hope you are too. Rob Hix with Hixvideo, thanks as always for making us look good. And we'll see you every Tuesday night from here on out for as long as we possibly can. 10 o'clock Eastern time on Indie Music Plus Live. We'll see you next week.
Finally made it down to that rockin' party town. The band was playing, man, they were wailing. Folks passing by, they were all saying, we don't stop rockin' here at Rock and Roll Party Town.